What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport, and boy do I have an awesome video for you guys today. I'm about to unbox our new steering wheel for the W140. I just wanted to show you guys this because I ordered this 3 days ago and it came from Taiwan in 3 days. Free shipping. Unbelievable. So this is the steering wheel that I found on eBay. I had been looking at a lot of different options, wanted to keep something that looks stock or maybe just stock, but upgrade to the wood. As you guys might know or should know, my steering wheel is the leather wrapped version. It's a 95 S500 W140 and it does not have the wood grain one that I really want. So I've been searching. I've come across this one many times and finally pulled the trigger, and I think it's going to be a really good one. I pulled it out of the box for a second but have not unwrapped it yet because I want to show you guys how awesome the wrapping is and tell you guys how fast it came. So let me get set up. I'll show you guys how it looks. Okay, let's go ahead and pull it out. Now take a look at this. So look how good they put foam all around the wood and how well this was packaged. There was bubble wrap inside the box as well. So definitely not going to get damaged. And this is a very heavy duty steering wheel. It said online that this is not like a refurb. This is a new core. Very shocking, but let's rip it open. I want to take a look at this. And I'm going to bring it out in the sun here too so we can take a look at everything. Alright, so far looks like really nice leather wrap. What I love about this one is how the grip is. It almost has that AMG style. Alright, little tape pieces here. Pull that off. And take a look at that. Let's move out into the sun. I want to look at this wood. Oh man, this looks so good. Hopefully I can catch this on film for you guys. Look at that color. See if I can get this side here for you guys. It looks absolutely insane in person, guys. I am so excited. Look at that grip. The leather feels really nice. It feels just like a stock steering wheel should, with a little upgrade. Now let's go ahead and talk about how we got to get our stock one off and put this one in. It also came with all the hardware, so that's very shocking. And yeah, we'll take a look at that and try to put it in. So before we go ahead and take the wheel off, let's talk about what tools are needed, what will work, what won't work, and how to take it off. So we've got our wheel here so we can kind of demonstrate it on there. What you're going to need to do is there's two Torx T25s that hold your airbag in from the back. So if you look back here, you'll see the two holes. Now the issue is it's a very narrow hole and you don't have a whole lot of room in there. We'll talk about that out of the car. So this one here was too long and this here was too wide to fit into that hole, and this was too short. So I just went down to Ace Hardware and picked up a Craftsman one that's a 4-inch length, and it happened to be perfect. It just squeezed in there by turning the wheel. So one thing is you definitely want to take your battery off whenever you're messing around with the airbag and leave that battery off for quite some time so that the electrical charge is discharged out of the system. We're going to disconnect our negative battery for, I'm going to give it a couple hours because I've got other things to do. And then we'll come back, remove our airbag off, and we'll get to the bolt that holds this in and the other Torx screws that hold the airbag on as well. So you're going to need a 10mm socket that's going to take this center bolt off. So when we get there, you'll need a breaker bar and everything because it is going to be on there tight in order to get your center nut off. So when we get to there, I'll show you guys that. So let's step out to the car so I can explain in further detail how this part works. Alright guys, so make sure you got your T25. Now battery is disconnected. It's been discharged for a while. We're going to go ahead and put our key in the ignition so we can turn our wheel because you're going to need it to be straight down. It's going to take a little force to turn, but once you have it like that, now you can get in the hole underneath here and get to your screws. You'll feel the screw, it's at a slight angle, and you'll be able to loosen that up. Once you get that one off, you're going to move to the other side, and you're going to have to manhandle a little bit again. I'm going to go ahead and undo these Torx screws completely. This one out and we'll turn it back the other way and get the other one out. Alright, that one's off. Go back down. Alright, that one's off. So you want to be very careful pulling this off. And then you got your wires up under here, right here. When you're doing it, just try to do it facing the other way just in case, because you can't be overly cautious with these things. So we were able to pull that off. I think we can keep these wires on here just by taking these ground wires off, but we'll find out. So next what we're going to do is take these T25 Torx off of this part right here, because this is going to be transferred over to the new wheel. And we do have new screws. The new wheel came with new screws, so we don't have to worry about reusing these ones here. Now I am going to go ahead and take these ground wires off.
I think that one's, yeah.
Should be able to slide through there, but we'll find out here in a second. All right, so I went ahead and took the key out, locked the wheel. I got a 10mm Allen socket and an extension. Hopefully I don't need a breaker bar and we can get this, but it should be in there pretty good. Let me get some leverage. We're gonna need a breaker bar.
Good going.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so we went and got the impact gun, because this thing is torqued down hella tight. And that's what you want to torque it back down to. I'll actually put the right torque spec, hopefully I can find it. But we're gonna impact it off. If it impacts off, hopefully. Okay, I'm gonna grab my
I'm smelling the gun.
My brake. All right, got the breaker bar. Hopefully, there we go.
There you go.
I think the impact gun must have
yeah, it did the hard work.
That was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. All right, so I'm gonna take that off. And it's got blue Loctite on there. That's why it's in there really good. So I don't know about the torque spec, but definitely want to put Loctite on there. And we should be able to just wiggle it. A lot of people use steering wheel pullers. I've never had to in the past. And you can see it came off pretty damn easily.
Awesome.
And as far as alignment goes, there is alignment arrows on the new one as well. And you've got alignment marks right here. You even got little arrows right here. So we should be able to line that nice and easily. You can see the wire slid right through. But we do need to get this plate off. So I think we got to get these little screws right here out. Yeah, little screws with nuts. Put this plate back on, which we'll be able to take all of this off as well, the little spring-loaded things. All right, let's go onto the bench and take all this out. I just grabbed another 8mm. We're gonna hold it from the back. And voila, so that's gonna be just transferred now right over to our new one. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna put everything back in, the 4 bolts with the nuts on the other side of it, and then we'll move out to the car. All right, before we go install it, let's take a look at the original wheel. All chewed up, the leather's all beat up. I can't wait to get rid of that and throw in our new wheel. Check out that. Look at it with the wrap in the background. Man, that looks so beautiful. It's gonna match the car perfectly. Let's go get her put in. Okay, so you wanna go ahead and put your Torx screws back into this plate around here before you install it back in the car. And the reason why is these 4 bolts here, you need to have it loose so you can line the holes up, and then we're gonna snug all those up. So just a quick fill in. Also, the steering wheel came with new Torx screws. That's the old one, and that's the new one. And it said in the instructions, make sure you use the new ones. As you can see, the threading is a lot longer, and I'm guessing the plate style is a little bit different underneath it. So make sure you use the new ones. Make sure you use the little rubber washers that come with it as well. Go ahead and get all these in, tighten them up, and then we're going to tighten up those bolts and get back out to the car. All right, so we're going to take our wires first and slide them through. They go through this bottom section here. And now we're going to line up the wheel. And actually, you know what's nice? It lines up. There's a little, if you look at this thing here, there's one spot for the wheel to slide into on that, so you don't mess up your alignment. And then you can see your alignment marks I'm just gonna slide it on like that. And we can know that this is back in the position that our old wheel was in when we took it off. Let me go ahead and grab our center bolt. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put some blue Loctite, so the Permatex blue. Make sure you put that on there because you want this to set in there. And we're just gonna tighten it down real tight after we get this blue stuff on here, because this ain't going anywhere once you get Loctite on there. I'm gonna put a fair amount all the way around the edge. We're just gonna get it real tight like it was and let the Loctite set in. Okay, once you get your wheel back in, you want to make sure you adjust the screws that go into the springs. Sorry, this one, and this one. You want to loosen them up so that you're able to press in on this plate, and that's what activates the horn. These will only screw in so far, and if you have these too tight, there'll be a gap. And what you want to do is loosen up the spring ones till that gap pretty much goes away, and you've got a little bit of push on it. So you really want to have the same distance all the way around so that your horn goes off when you press it. Now your wires, your small one's going to go through here and clip onto that top clip there. Your larger one right there, just like it came off, and then this is going to plug right into the back of our airbag. I'm going to go ahead and hook that up, slide it on, and I'm going to screw my T25 Torx into the back here just like we took them off. So guys, I went ahead and took the steering wheel off again because I was having a hell of a time getting the screws that go into the airbag to seat inside. And I thought they were the wrong size, and then I realized since this is a leather wrapped wheel, the hole that's supposed to go up to the metal plate wasn't opened up enough on the leather. So what you have to do is open that up. I already did this side here, as you can see the screw is going through. You have to really open up this leather by pressing something through both sides, and then you're going to get your Torx screw and you're going to press it in. Okay, jeez, it's finally through. So as you can see there, both the screws are set into the area that they need to be set into. So that was not an easy task. This is not something you might have to do on all aftermarket steering wheels. It may not even be something you have to do on one of these, but just test that before you put it in the car, because there's no way you're going to be able to get that to press through while it's on the vehicle. Okay, so she is finally fully installed and looking absolutely beautiful with the rest of these wood pieces in here. Definitely motivating me to get these rear tables done, which are already in process, and I'll have a video coming out soon for those. But let me know what you guys think. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. The cost on it was right around $320 with shipping on eBay. I will absolutely leave links to this. Everything is fully functioning. Probably would have taken me an hour or so if I would have known every little piece that needed to be done, but also recording probably took me 2 hours, so it was not a long process at all. And everything went real smooth. Everything matched up. There was a couple of things I had to finagle, as you guys saw, but other than that, it's a pretty straightforward installation. And what a difference it makes. Let me go around the other side. Look at that in the sun. So once again, guys, my name's Pete. This is Pete's Carport. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the videos, and have an awesome day.